Imagine this: a seemingly perfect couple living a life straight out of a fairy tale. Wealth, glamour, and the admiration of everyone around them. But beneath the surface, they were weaving a web of lies so intricate that it baffled even the FBI. How did they pull it off? And what fatal mistake led to their ultimate downfall? Stay with us as we unravel the shocking story of the couple who fooled everyone. It all began in the picturesque town of Westfield, New Jersey, where Mark and Emily Thompson were the envy of everyone. Mark, a charismatic entrepreneur with a booming tech business, and Emily, an elegant socialite and charity organizer, seemed to have it all. Together, they were the golden duo, hosting lavish parties and donating generously to local charities. But who were they, really? Neighbors adored them, their friends trusted them, and their lives seemed picture perfect. They had 2 kids, a golden retriever named Max, and a sprawling estate with manicured lawns. But as they say, the brightest smiles often hide the darkest secrets. What would it take for anyone to uncover the truth? Every great deception has its cracks. The first whispers of suspicion began with small inconsistencies. Business associates noticed missed payments on large contracts. Neighbors overheard hushed arguments late at night, and some friends began questioning how their lavish lifestyle was funded. The unease grew when Emily abruptly canceled her annual charity gala in 2017, an event that was not only a highlight of the town's social calendar, but also a major fundraiser. Was it simply bad timing? Or was there more to the story? In March 2018, a local journalist named Sarah Daniels decided to dig deeper after hearing rumors of financial troubles at Mark's company, TechWave Solutions. Sarah had a reputation for uncovering the truth, no matter how well it was buried. What she discovered would shock the entire community. She found that several of Mark's clients were suing his company for breach of contract, claiming that he had failed to deliver promised software systems despite accepting large advance payments. Meanwhile, Emily's lavish donations to the local church had abruptly stopped, raising eyebrows among parishioners. Mark and Emily had been operating under multiple aliases, running fraudulent businesses and scamming unsuspecting victims. But here's the question: how did they manage to stay under the radar for so long? The answer lies in their calculated manipulation. They didn't just project an image of success, they embodied it. Mark was always seen driving the latest luxury cars, and Emily wore designer outfits that screamed sophistication. They made everyone believe they were untouchable. As more victims came forward, the scale of their operation became impossible to ignore. By July 2019, the FBI was called in. But even the nation's top investigators couldn't predict what they were up against. Mark and Emily had spent years perfecting their cons. They used offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands to launder money, employed shell companies to hide their assets, and created fake investment portfolios to lure unsuspecting victims. At one point, the FBI even believed they might be victims themselves. How does someone manipulate even the sharpest minds? But no one is perfect, and even the most cunning criminals make mistakes. For Mark and Emily Thompson, it was a single overlooked detail in November 2020, a wire transfer from an account they thought was secure. This seemingly minor slip would be their undoing. It was an account linked to one of their aliases, and it triggered a red flag in the banking system. With this new lead, agents began connecting dots they hadn't seen before. What they uncovered was a web of deceit, spanning over a decade and involving hundreds of victims across multiple states, Mark and Emily's scheme had ruined families, bankrupted small businesses, and left a trail of devastation in its wake. On a frigid morning in January 2021, the FBI executed a coordinated raid on the Thompsons' luxurious estate. Inside, they found evidence of their crimes, fake IDs, financial records, and stacks of cash hidden in plain sight. The couple had even constructed a hidden room in their basement, complete with safes containing gold bars, diamonds, and counterfeit passports. As the cuffs clicked shut, their perfect life came crashing down. But here's where it gets even more shocking. Mark and Emily didn't just scam strangers. They'd also conned close friends, elderly neighbors, and even their children's school fund. How do you reconcile betrayal at such a personal level? The trial began in September 2021 and was a media sensation. Victims shared heartbreaking stories of financial ruin, while prosecutors laid out the couple's elaborate schemes. Mark and Emily faced charges ranging from wire fraud to identity theft to conspiracy. Their defense attorneys argued that they were under financial duress and had no choice but to commit these crimes. But the evidence was overwhelming. The jury deliberated for 7 days before delivering a verdict: guilty on all counts. The couple was sentenced to a combined 48 years in federal prison, bringing closure to their victims but leaving the world wondering, why did they do it? Was it greed, desperation, or something more sinister? During sentencing, Mark expressed regret, claiming he had been driven by a desire to provide for his family. Emily, however, remained stoic, her only statement being a cryptic apology to their children. In the aftermath, questions linger. Could this have been prevented? How did so many people fall for their lies? And most hauntingly, are there others like them still out there? Their story serves as a chilling reminder to question what's too good to be true. Investigators later revealed that the couple had planned to flee the country before their arrest. They had purchased tickets to a remote island with no extradition treaty with the United States. Mark and Emily's story has since become a cautionary tale. Documentaries, books, and podcasts have dissected their deception, trying to understand how they managed to fool so many for so long. Their children, now in the care of relatives, have changed their last names to escape the shadow of their parents' crimes. Meanwhile, their victims continue to rebuild their lives, some finding solace in the fact that justice was served. So, what do you think? Could you spot a con artist if they were sitting across from you? Would you question their charm, their generosity, or their success? Or would you, like so many others, fall for the facade? Thank you for joining us on this journey into deception, betrayal, and justice. If you found this story as captivating as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.